She never smiled just because the camera was rolling. She never tried to fit in. She didn't chase fame or follow trends. And yet, without trying to be someone else, Jenna Ortega became one of the most recognizable faces of her generation. Her story isn't about luck. It's about quiet strength, relentless drive, and finding power in authenticity. Jenna Ortega was born on September 27, 2002, in Coachella Valley, California. She's the fourth of 6 children in a close-knit Mexican and Puerto Rican family. They weren't rich. They didn't have Hollywood connections. But what they did have was belief, especially from her mother. At just 6 years old, Jenna turned to her mom and said, "I want to be on TV." Most parents might have dismissed it as a passing phase, but her mom saw something real in her daughter's eyes, something determined. So she did what most wouldn't. She packed up the car and began driving for hours to auditions in Los Angeles. It wasn't glamorous. There were long car rides, missed school days, and constant rejections. But Jenna kept going. At the age of 9, she landed her first role on CSI, NY. It was small, but it was the beginning. Then came Jane the Virgin, where she played a younger version of the main character. That role opened more doors. Soon after, she was cast as the lead in Disney Channel's Stuck in the Middle. Suddenly, she wasn't just acting, she was starring. She had the spotlight, the fans, the success. But inside, Jenna felt something was missing. While most kids her age were thrilled to be on Disney, Jenna wanted more than just light-hearted roles. She didn't want to be boxed into the cute Latina girl stereotype. She craved depth, emotion, and challenge. But Hollywood wasn't offering that, not to someone who looked like her. Time and again, she was told she wasn't marketable, that her heritage made her a risk, that she'd never carry a movie or lead a major show. Jenna didn't fight back with words. She fought back with work. Every rejection became fuel. Every no was another reason to keep going. Then, everything changed in 2022. Netflix announced a bold reboot, Wednesday, a darker, edgier take on the classic Addams family character. And at the center of it, a 21-year-old Jenna Ortega, cast as the iconic Wednesday Addams. The pressure was enormous. The expectations were sky high. But Jenna didn't just meet them, she shattered them. She choreographed her own viral dance scene. She rewrote lines to make her character feel more real. She fought to keep Wednesday honest, raw, and true to herself, even when it clashed with what was expected. And the audience felt it. Millions of people across the world connected with her. Wednesday became Netflix's second most-watched show of all time. TikTok was flooded with edits. Her Instagram exploded overnight. Suddenly, Jenna Ortega was everywhere. But behind the scenes, she was still navigating the heavy weight of fame. She opened up about her struggles with anxiety, the exhaustion of constant scrutiny, and the pressure to be perfect in a world that demands perfection. Despite that, Jenna kept showing up, not just for herself, but for others. For the Latina girls who never saw themselves as leads. For the quiet kids who always felt out of place. For young artists who are constantly told they're not enough. She didn't just act, she represented. She didn't just play roles, she told stories that mattered. Today, Jenna Ortega is more than a rising star. She's a scream queen, a producer, and an activist who chooses purpose over popularity. She reads every script with intention, looking for meaning, for truth, and for characters who feel as real as she does. She doesn't chase attention, she earns it by being unapologetically herself. Jenna Ortega didn't ask for fame, she worked for it, not by shouting the loudest, but by staying true in a world that constantly asks people to change. She didn't just bring Wednesday Addams back to life. She redefined her, And in the process, she redefined what it means to be powerful, vulnerable, and truly unforgettable. Because Jenna never needed to be like anyone else. She just needed the world to finally see her for who she really is. And now that it has, there's no turning back. If this story inspired you, hit that like button, share this video with someone who loves Jenna, and don't forget to subscribe to Starlight Legends, where the stars come to life.